What is... So your dad left to go and buy milk. I don't know if you know this, but he's not coming back, bro. So
speed down on the highway, burn gas is the highway.
So instead of staring out at that window, waiting for him like some kind of unpaid background actor in a sad indie movie, I suggest you listen to these songs instead. Okay, they won't fix you. I don't know if anything can fix you, but at least they'll make the pain sound really good, you know? Welcome back to the Mandi Show. This is the channel where we overthink music because, you know, therapy is kind of expensive and crying to R&B is kind of free. Not kind of, it is. Okay, kind of, because like you still have like to pay for DSPs and... Anyways, guys, there's this weird thing about songs that deal with certain topics, right? And it's just they never come at it like straight on. Today, in today's video, I want to talk about our favorite topic, which is absent fathers, black conversations. But yeah, there's this thing about like songs about absent fathers where it's never like straight on. Like no one is like, hey dad, where the hell are you? Okay, some songs are like that, but like most of the time it's like, I don't know, it's behind a pretty melody, a birthday candle or lines. It makes you flinch a little bit, you know. I've been obsessed with songs that kind of touch that space. Yeah, the emotional blow up, yes, but also the lingering disappointment. It's something that's relatable in that, I don't know for what reason specifically, but you know, it's that energy of like he was supposed to be here but he wasn't. And I have picked two songs that hit that nerve perfectly from two different worlds actually. Like I feel like these songs are talking to each other. So the first song is Ravyn Lenae and Childish Gambino with One Wish. What a song. And the second is Dream Brother by Jeff Buckley. One is about a daughter who's trying to process her dad's absence, and then the other one is son that's basically he's trying to stop someone else from repeating that same cycle. But both of them, honestly, both are beautiful songs. But yeah, if you're just watching, please subscribe to the channel. It's gonna help the channel grow. Yeah, if you like the new setup, let me know. Leave a like if you like the setup. I made those paintings behind me myself. But yeah, let's go to the first song, which is One Wish by Childish Gambino and Ravyn Lenae. And honestly, I feel like this song is too pretty for how painful it is. I don't know if that makes sense, but Ravyn Lenae's voice, it sounds like she's singing from a cloud, but the lyrics are so sick, bro. It's like, it's so sad, man. Like she opens up. Okay, the opening line was the opening line is, you called me on my birthday, I thought you'd be on your way, candles burned down to cake, still not seeing your face. That's such a, okay, it's a simple image, right? You're already taken into this space of like a birthday party of a child, right? But it hits like I don't know, it feels like a delayed gut punch. I don't know if I can explain it that way, but like you can literally picture the candles melting while she's still there waiting, and you can see that like you can feel the disappointment that she's experiencing, that, you know, that kind of disappointment that hardens you as a child. And then also she says up in the chorus, I think she says, I can spend this one wish on you. And it's such a small, like, short line, but it also like it's kind of heavy, bro. She's basically saying like, yo, I want you here, but I'm done wasting hope on something that never happens. You know, like the one wish, you know, blow a candle and your wish comes true. And what she wants is for her dad to be there, but she knows like even if she makes that wish, not even a magical force can make it happen, because ultimately it just comes down to him wanting to be there, right? And she's like saying like, yo, I feel like if I made this wish, it would be a waste of a good wish, right? And that's how I think how most kids grieve. They kind of ration belief. I don't know if that makes sense, right? And then but also she says if promises are gonna break, why promise in the first place? Running low on lemonade, crying over paper plates. Is that not like genius? Running low on lemonade, I think that's a play on if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's a whole metaphor right there. And you know that saying, you know, it's she's out of sugar. She doesn't have any sweetness to add to this bitterness. She's tired of pretending that it's sweet, right? I don't know, I hope that makes sense. But then we have Childish Gambino's verse where he just comes in with the most dad core verse ever. He's singing from the perspective of, you know, the absent father. He says, tried to get out of my way, but couldn't find the words to say. Also, getting out of your way for something that you'd be doing for your child is such a crazy thing to say. But yeah, he says, left a message with your mama. She gave me drama. And it's just the perfect example of the classic, you know, I tried, but your mom is crazy, your mom is insane kind of defense. I'm not speaking from experience, but I feel like a lot of people would relate to that. Obviously not me, right? But it's a classic way to dodge and duck accountability. I want to point out that we don't actually know what caused the rift between, or rather why her father is absent in her life. But you know, we're gonna be generalizing here because usually it's like the father's like own either behavior or the own, like, I guess, refusal to be a father. I don't know. We're gonna go with that storyline that he's just not present because of whatever, right? But also he keeps going. He says what does he say? He says, I hope that your one wish does come true. I miss you. Which is so crazy, bro, because her wish was probably him, right? Her wish was like, the one wish is for him to be there. So it's like, yo, you can make her wish come true by being there, right? Also, like, yo, it's, I don't know, like, thanks for the poetry, but like, yo, just like, can you just like show up, right? And I think that's what makes the track so powerful and so beautiful. I think it's not clean. It's two people singing like the same story from opposite ends, which I dig the creativity in that. Ravyn's side obviously is hurt, Gambino's side is guilt, and the production, it's yo, bruh. If I would speak on the production, bruh, it's so beautiful. Like it's like I said, it sounds like Ravyn sings like she's sitting in a cloud, and like the production sits and like in this middle where it's like a sad glowing memory. I don't know if that makes sense, bro, but like that's how it sounded. And I love that Ravyn said that this song helped her reconnect with her dad later in life. Cause like, let me read the quote. Well, I'll pull out the quote. She said it was important for me to address. So yeah. So like, I feel like that's kind of what like healing sounds like. You know, you're obviously not gonna get forgiveness on command. It's not gonna happen just like that, right? But like, it's like honesty and like there's no like hate. And I love it for her, you know. She's not saying that, like, the message of the song is not that you're a bad father and I hate you forever, but she's more like saying like, you hurt me and I just needed to say that out loud. And I think that's very mature. There's a very mature way to to go about it. I think it's very peaceful. Yeah, which is why one of the reasons why I really love this song, and it just speaks to the healing nature of music, bro. So yeah, big shout out to Ravyn Lenae and Childish Gambino's verse. Yeah, I wish I could say more actually, but like I'm trying to time myself. I don't want to yap too much. But yeah, let's talk about the second song, which is Dream Brother by Jeff Buckley. If you guys don't know Jeff Buckley, he's one of my all-time favorite artists. And don't know me, I really love Jeff Buckley's music. He's one of my favorite singers ever, and the way that he writes, the way that he sings, like, yo, if you haven't listened to Jeff Buckley, he only has like one officially released album, but he has a lot of like posthumously released albums too. But yeah, listen to the song that we're going to be talking about here, that is Dream Brother by Jeff Buckley. It's on the other side of this world, right? It's in a differently, like a completely different genre. Jeff Buckley's out here, he's writing a warning basically. It's the song itself sounds like you're in that one scene in a movie where you're getting an epiphany. The song sounds like you are in hell. I don't know how I don't know if that makes sense. But Dream Brother is really, it's not a love song, right? Or not even a vent rather, but it's a plea. it's a plea. He wrote it to his friend who was thinking about leaving his pregnant girlfriend, which is crazy. I would never do that. But anyways, he basically said like, don't do what my dad did. If you don't know who Jeff Buckley's dad was, Jeff also didn't know his dad. Jeff Buckley's father's name was Tim Buckley, who was also a musician. And just like in Ravyn's song, the absence trickled down. So except in Jeff's case, Jeff didn't make Lemonade, he just wrote this haunting masterpiece. So he starts the song out by saying really crazy imagery. He says there's a child sleeping near his twin, the pictures go wild in a rush of wind, the dark angel he is shuffling in. I don't know if that made any sense to you guys, just like hearing it like off rip, like just like on your first listen of it, hearing it for the first time. It also didn't make sense for me. Like it took me a while to piece together what he was actually talking about. But it's very like cinematic in my opinion. It feels like a dream sequence. He's just giving us like a sequence of events. And yeah, it's like, you know, dreams are crazy, but like the message here is very clear. This kid is already being watched by something heavy, something that looks like loss, right? It's already basically been foretold. His father already stated that he wants to be absent from his life, right? And then you also write the chorus, don't be like the one who made me so old, don't be like the one who left behind his name. And again, like I said, the only thing that Jeff Buckley met his father one time when he was 8 years old, but he kept his last name, right? I'm sure he inherited a lot of other stuff. I don't know his life. I don't know his personal life. I only know his music, barely. I only know the songs that I like. But that line specifically, it kind of is, that's what holds this whole song together, in my opinion. He's literally begging, this is where he's like begging his friend to not repeat his father's mistake. And it's just kind of sad. It's a sad, self-aware thing to say. Yeah, he was begging his friend to not make his father's mistake. Yeah, like I said, like you can feel him trying to break a curse that's been passed down, like really bad DNA, like a receding hairline at 21, balding at 21. No, the crazy part, nah, let me not. I was about to go on a tangent about my receding hairline, but I'm not gonna do it. But the crazy part about the song is that Jeff's dad also wrote a song to him called Dream Letter. So Jeff's father wrote a song to Jeff years before saying he wished he could see him, and now Jeff's writing the song Dream Brother saying don't be like my father. And for me, I feel like that's kind of poetic. You know, it's looping in real time, and the ending, like I can't talk about all the parts that make this song amazing, but like in the end of the song he says your eyes to the ground and the world spinning round forever, asleep in the sand with the ocean washing over. When I read it, it sounds like a poem, and I guess maybe it was a poem, I don't really know. But the line specifically, it's a line that accidentally predicted his own death by drowning. Like the man spent his whole career haunted by absence, and then he became a ghost himself, which is, I don't know how many times I said that's crazy. It's probably not that crazy. I need to add new words to my vocabulary. Like I need new adjectives. I need to add new adjectives. I need to read more. We need to read more. That's gonna be the goal. That's gonna be the task. But yeah, I think that's why I love songs like this. You know, not a pity party. Oh, Dad, please come back. No. But I think they're like warnings in a way. They're like, yo, hey, don't pass down your pain. It already ruined enough. You know what happens when a child grows up without a father? They start listening to Dax unironically, recreationally. Okay, no, but like there's like some serious consequences of like not having a paternal, I guess, figure in your life. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. We're only gonna talk about the music today. I'm too sick to yap, guys. I'm too sick to yap. But yeah, two different stories, bro. Like it's still the same root. Ravyn is asking, why didn't you show up? And Jeff is saying, don't be that guy. This is what happens to your children when you're not in their lives. Please don't repeat that. He's trying to break the cyclical nature of, you know, the connection between absent fathers and bad fathers. Not bad fathers, children who end up bad. And now it's not to say that single mothers are incapable of teaching their sons how to be men, or single mothers are incapable of teaching their or raising their children. Like, I'm a prime example. Okay, I had a very competent and excellent mother. When I say I grew up to be the most, you know, the most stable adult man, some people would say that. Some people don't know me, but like, I'm healthy. I'm in university. I'm about to graduate. You know what I'm saying? I've managed to have like a network of friendships. I mean, you know, I don't know, I feel like I have a lot going on for me that's good, and it's like 98% thanks to my mother. But yeah, still though, it's still true that, you know, children do need their fathers. Yeah, both of these songs are really just like singing to, I want to say, the same ghost, the one that never came home. Man, where are you? Like, it's like they're sending him on like an odyssey for a bottle of milk. Your father is not coming back, bro, I promise. But yeah, let me close it off by saying that what I love about these songs is that, like, they don't like glorify the absence. They don't say, well, at least my father was there, but like that pain made, like, there's like, that's a mistake that a lot of songs do. Like, they glorify pain, they glorify trauma. It's like those teenagers that say, like, you know, their depression gave them a good taste in music, and then they'll be like, yeah, thanks to my depression I found XXX Tentacion. Be for real, be for real, please, for 2 seconds. But yeah, they make it human, they make it specific, and in doing that, I think it lets you grieve something that you maybe you didn't even know you missed, right? But yeah, here's the truth though, you know, when a dad leaves, or when a dad is not in your life, if it's not his choice to not be in your life, like he passed away, right, this does not really apply to you. But if he does leave, it leaves a template, right? It leaves a gap that some people spend years trying to fill, you know, with jokes, music, humor, or people who feel familiar in the worst way. I don't know if you guys have experienced that. You know, if you have experienced that. I've never experienced that, but if you do know people that have experienced that, like, share this video with them, tell them, yo, listen to these songs, you know. But yeah, that's why these songs like these like hit, you know. They relate to a lot of people. They name things that you've been living with, or you've been living around with your entire life, you know. Yeah, in the next episode I want to do a part 2, right? I'm getting into Tyler the Creator's answer and like him, and also I want to see if I can like integrate Kendrick Lamar's Father Time into it, right? These ones dig even deeper into what it means to inherit your dad's silence. So yeah, your dad might not be coming back, but these songs, you know, they'll sit with you until you stop waiting. This is the Mandi Show. Like, comment, subscribe, or go call your mom or something, bro. I don't know, fuck, just subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.